It's now post time. Now I imagine the flag is raised. Once again, it's out of my view. But they are trotting forward and they're off for the match for the Bet365 Novices Hurdle. An extended 3 miles ahead of them, 11 flights to take, and Duel at Dawn is clear already by about a length and a half over Blue Rambler, the long odds-on favourite, as they have quite a long run to the first of the 11 flights. The flight taken right over on the far side. In fact, they only take the one flight of hurdles in about the first 5 furlongs. So it's Duel at Dawn for Leighton Aspel, riding for Alex Hales, who leads Brian Hughes on Blue Rambler. Blue Rambler trained by Ian Williams. They've now just about reached the first. Duel at Dawn is having a good old look at it, but he's over safely. Just wrapping the top bar, Blue Rambler in second, and now another very long run before they cross over flight number 2. Duel at Dawn. Out in front now by 2.5 lengths to Blue Rambler. Blue Rambler, who was a winner last time out at Wetherby over 2.5 miles, and that was a 5th career success for Blue Rambler. He also scored 4 times on the flat. Used to be trained by the French maestro André Fabre over in France, where his biggest success came in July of 2013 at Nantes, when he took the Derby de l'Ouest, a listed race over 1.5 miles. And now they've just about reached the second flight of hurdles. Duel at Dawn, a little bit of a flick of his ears, once again having a good look round. He's over safely, clear by 2.5 lengths to Blue Rambler, who, as he did at the first, didn't get terribly high, just flicked the top bar. So they've quickened up a little now. They've come into the home straight, and Duel at Dawn and Leighton Aspel lead now by a couple of lengths as they come towards flight number 3. Both jumped that one okay. Duel at Dawn bidding to give dual Grand National winning jockey Leighton Aspel his 19th winner of the season, as they come now towards flight number 4. And that's the best jump that the favourite Blue Rambler has put in. But in isolation, Duel at Dawn. And now in his slipstream is Blue Rambler. Blue Rambler bidding to give Brian Hughes his 79th winner of the campaign. And at the moment, Brian second in the national jockeys standings, as they come up past us with a circuit of the Town Moor ahead of them. So about to go past the start of the world's oldest classic, the St. Leger, and heading off now into the country, on towards flight number 5. And it's still Duel at Dawn, who had a couple of runs in Irish point-to-point, fell on his debut, but then was second at the East Galway at Lawrencetown on the second of his Irish point starts. Comes towards this next flight. Again, he's little green going into it, to Blue Rambler in second. And under rules, Duel at Dawn has finished third in a Down Royal hurdle, and then on his British debut he finished 5th at Uttoxeter. Now he's about to be confronted by Blue Rambler, who's got to within a length. Blue Rambler, who of course ran in the Cesarevich on the flat, and he makes a bad mistake at that flight of hurdles. Well, he hadn't given some respect to some of his earlier flights, but he made a real mess of flight number 7, and it very nearly cost him very dear indeed. But Brian Hughes keeps the partnership intact, and indeed he hasn't surrendered any ground really at all. He's still only a length and a half off Duel at Dawn, as now they make the run through their starting point over the top of Rosehill and on now towards the 4th from home. So it is still Duel at Dawn who leads the way, looking for a first ever career success. Blue Rambler trying to make it 6 wins in his career, and they're going now towards the 4th from home, but they're still some 7/8 of a mile away from the finish line, so they've still got around about 1,400 meters to go. Duel at Dawn, shaken along now by Leighton Aspel in front. He's still very green indeed, keeps flicking his old ears as he goes into the flights, and he leads now by a length and a half. And Brian Hughes now just having to stoke up the long odds-on favourite Blue Rambler. Well, the longest odds-on shot in the history of this race, and they're running this race for the 7th time this year, was a horse called Zero Shades of Grey, who won this race at 1-4 back in 2014. And favourites have won 3 of the 6 previous renewals. But at the moment, you wouldn't say Blue Rambler's going like a 1-16 shot, but he's only a length and a half off the leader, Duel at Dawn. And we're going to have a duel in the mid-afternoon this December Saturday, as Duel at Dawn is now asked to go and try and establish a clear lead once again, but now Blue Rambler's got to within 3 parts of a length. Both of them wing the third last. Now there's a very long run down towards a second from home. Is this where Blue Rambler is able to really show his pace from the flat, where he won 4 times? But at the moment he's been ridden along, and Duel at Dawn is putting up a real duel here to the long odds-on favourite. Over the second last, Duel at Dawn, Leighton Aspel near side. Blue Rambler, Brian Hughes on the far side, and Duel at Dawn is really finding here for Leighton Aspel. Only a 2-horse race, but the crowd are really getting into this. Duel at Dawn, he emerges from the final flight with a lead of 2 lengths. Now it's 3 lengths over Blue Rambler. So they're coming down towards the final half furlong, where you'd think he'd won the St. Ledger. Duel at Dawn is bounding clear, and it appears most people on the track have had a couple of quid on him. Duel at Dawn bombs away, takes the match.